Okay, now quickly tell me what is the answer for this? There L inverse of f of s equal to f of t असेल, then what is the answer going to be equal to? S plus a. म्हणजे s मध्ये s
D.
plus a जर झाला असेल,
D.
right? The answer is equal to D.
D.
B or D? D, correct. Ha. Now see, there is a difference between these two. Most of them you will get confused with this. So here e raised to minus as जर असेल, now you are shifting, you are multiplying e raised to minus as. You are multiplying it by e. Then that time the answer becomes t minus a. Here. Okay. Next, this is the scaling property. If we multiply this variable, then we get the answer equals to 1 by k f of t by k. Correct? Variable, if you are multiplying the variable, see, most of them might get confused between this. Like this is k of f of s. So this is just equal to constant times L inverse of f of s. Okay. But if this constant is multiplied to the variable inside the function, then it becomes 1 by k times the small of f of t by k. Okay. And how this is derived? This is derived from this property, like L of f of ak is equal to what? It is equal to what? Tell me quickly. Scaling property. Bola, fatapat bola. Laplace must be done till now. I told you to revise the formulas. What is this equal to?
Sir, 1 upon A, f of s by A.
Yes, f of s by a. Okay, so it is exactly same. In somewhat, just f is replaced by L inverse and all these things. Okay. So this answer is this one. Now this one next. So what is this equal to? L inverse of derivative of f of s. It is equal to minus t times f of t. Because you know that, see, जर t ने तुम्ही मल्टिप्लाय करत असाल तर काय मिळतं? टी एफ ऑफ टी काय येतो तुमचा? L of t f of t is equal to -1 into derivative of f of s. Correct? So if you apply the L inverse on both sides, you are getting minus this on this side and just L inverse of derivative of f of s. For second, you know that if there is a t square, minus 1 square. Correct? So we'll be just getting, for second derivative, we are going to get t square f of t. Are you getting my point? कळतंय का रे बाळांनो?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Let's go next. This one. So how do you solve this one? There is an integration s to infinity.
E square f of t.
Yes, it is equal to no. This one I'm asking integration. Sixth one. S
Option
to infinity.
C.
1 by t f of t.
1 by t f of t. If there is a double integration, it is just 1 by t square. See, derivative. In derivative, there is -1 raised to n. But in integration, there is no such term. It is just how many times integration? Just divided by t square, t cube, and all this thing. Okay? Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, how this property is derived? See, if you remember, we have seen Laplace transform of f dash of t equals to okay. So Laplace transform of f dash of t is equal to what? S f of s minus small f of 0. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to consider this is given f of 0 is 0. So this is 0. So if I apply the L inverse on s f of s, what we are going to get? F dash of t. That is
Differentiation of
derivative.
f of t.
Yes, differentiation of f of t. So try to relate this with the Laplace. If your Laplace, I'm again and again I'm telling you, if your Laplace is clear, Laplace inverse won't be a problem for you. Okay, so is this clear? Is this clear? Answer me quickly. Okay. Now again, we have seen one
Yes,
more,
sir.
like 0 to t. Try to understand. There are two things. Whenever there is s to infinity or 0 to infinity. Now it is 0 to t of f of t dt. You know that. What is this equal to? Try to understand. Try to
1
see the
upon s f
property
of
from
s.
1 upon s. 1
yes,
upon s f
1
of
upon
s.
s f of s. Now if I ask you what is L inverse of 1 by s f of s, that is going to be equal to 0 to t f of t dt. And you just have to solve this integration. And this is what has been asked in the integration, evaluation of integration. Okay, so I'll tell you this how we can attempt problem based on it. Okay, so yeah, the same property is there. So what is this equal to? 1 by f of s is equal to which one?
C.
C, right? See, it doesn't matter. You can take this variable as whatever it may be. Like f of t dt is also fine, or 0 to t. Sometimes the answer might be like this one. For all of them are same, because we know that in definite integration, the variable doesn't matter. Okay. All right. Now this one. So you should know this. You should know the definition of it actually. So f of t, L inverse g of t, h of s is equal to f of s into g of s. Then L inverse of h of s is equal to L inverse of f of s into g of s. Now you know that whenever there is a convolution like f of t star g of t, that is equal to what? Tell me the answer. It is equal to
A. Option A.
capital F of s into capital G of s. Now the thing is, you should know the definition of this f of t into g of t as well, star g of t. What is the definition of it? Can anyone tell me? Because sometimes the answer might not be in terms of this. Sometimes the answer will be in terms of definition. 0 to t, f of u, correct? G of t minus u du. Okay. So you should also know this definition as well. So answer is this one. Clear? Clear? Answer me.
Clear, yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's go to the 11th one. Yeah. How do you solve this? Tell me. So L inverse of s upon s minus 3 raised to 5. Yes, how do I solve?
In numerator, adjust plus 3 minus 3.
Right. So what you do, adjust the numerator and denominator. So if I adjust it, what I'm going to get? I'll be getting s minus 3, okay, and plus 3. So if I apply s minus 3 divided by s minus 3 raised to 5, see, it is all not in standard form. So we need to do some type of adjustment. So I'll be getting L inverse of 1 upon s minus 3 raised to 4 plus 3 I can take outside. L inverse of again 1 upon s minus 3 raised to 5. Okay, now still it might not be clear to you, but try to see this as this one, the shifting property with the shifting property like s raised to 4, right? But it has been shifted by 3. So this answer is going to be equal to what? Can you tell me shifting property applying? E raised to minus 3t. Which property I am using?
1 upon s.
Okay, now you should know that s raised to 4 का क्या आता है आपका? So it is equal to t raised to what? 4 minus 1 divided by gamma of 4. Yes. Plus 3 into what? T raised to 5 minus 1 divided by. Obviously, it should be multiplied by e raised to minus 3t. So दोघांकडे shifting property है. Divided by what? Gamma of 5. So this answer is going to be e raised to minus 3t upon what? T raised to 3 by 3 factorial. Okay. Then plus 3t raised to 4 upon 4 factorial. So which answer is this one? Tell me quickly.
Sir, but why minus 3, sir?
Huh?
plus 3
अरे
Yes,
शिफ्टिंग
to
प्रॉपर्टी,
three.
I'm applying the शिफ्टिंग प्रॉपर्टी ना. शिफ्टिंग प्रॉपर्टी काय सांगते तुझी?
सर प्लस असते ना पण तिथं
प्लस, आय एम सॉरी, या दिस शुड बी प्लस,
Yes, sir.
करेक्ट. या कारण एस प्लस हे असेल ना, so आपण मायनस घेतो आणि मायनस असेल तर प्लस होईल. राईट राईट राईट. या सो विच आन्सर इज करेक्ट?
डी.
डी.
तर आपण थर्ड टर्म नाही काढू शकत काय थर्ड
कोणती?
टर्मनेच काढला ना.
हा
तर हे असं एस स्क्वेअर प्लस 2s प्लस 1 हे जर एक्सपांड केलेलं असलं आपण तर ब्रॅकेट.
कोणता ब्रॅकेट?
आता या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये s मायनस 3 रेस्ट टू पॉवर 5 आहे.
हा.
तर याला आपण डायरेक्ट प्रॉपर्टी यूज करू शकतो s मायनस 3 प्लस 3 करून, म्हणजे s अपॉन s मायनस 3 ला सेपरेट केला आणि प्लस 3 अपॉन s मायनस 3 रेस्ट टू पॉवर 5 ला सेपरेट केला.
बरोबर, तेच केलंय.
हा. पण जर आता समजा आता याच्यात s मायनस 3 आहे, पण आता हा जर समजा ब्रॅकेट मोठा असता म्हणजे 3 व्हेरिएबल असते म्हणजे s स्क्वेअर असं काय अजून काही.
सो तसा प्रॉब्लेम खाली बघ, तो पण सांगतो. ठीक आहे, आणि जास्त कॉम्प्लिकेटेड प्रॉब्लेम्स नसणार आहेत. ओके, सो तसं जर काही असेल ना, तर तिथे तुला वेगवेगळ्या टेक्निक्स आहेत. सो द टेक्निक्स आर लाईक पार्शियल फ्रॅक्शन. मग तुला पार्शियल फ्रॅक्शन कधी कधी अप्लाय करावं लागतं. सो जिथे जिथे स्टँडर्ड फॉर्म्युलाज अप्लाय होऊ शकतो किंवा जिथे जिथे सिम्पल प्रॉपर्टीज अप्लाय करता येऊ शकतं ना, तर ते आधी करून घ्यायचं. ओके, ऑलराईट, ठीक आहे, जाऊयात पुढे.
ओके सर.
सर टू रेस्ट टू 4 कसा आला? मला नाही कळलं.
कोणत्या रे बाळा, काय कोणती टर्म निघाली?
सर फर्स्ट ब्रॅकेट मध्ये 5 मायनस 3 रेस्ट टू 4 कसा आला? पण 5 आहे ना?
नाही नाही, एसच येतो.
नाही
हा,
सर, पुढे रेस्ट टू 4 आहे, ब्रॅकेटच्या पुढे.
अरे हे बघ, इथे एस मायनस 3 आहे. आता या दोघांचं डिव्हिजन वेगळं होणार आणि हा 3 आपण एस मायनस 3 रेस्ट टू 5 वेगळा होणार. सो एक एस मायनस 3 कॅन्सल झाला. काय आला इथे?
हो सर, आलं लक्षात. सॉरी, ते पाहिलं नाही मी.
ठीक आहे, ओके ओके, नो प्रॉब्लेम. नाउ लुक एट हियर अगेन the same thing. If you look at the denominator, it is the complete square. So this is L inverse of what? S upon S plus 1 whole bracket square. Right? Again adjust plus 1 minus 1. Just do it and find out the answer quickly.
B.
How many of you are getting B?
Yes, sir.
B. Okay. This one? Okay. Now it might be confusing for you. So what you do, take these two common firstly. So L inverse of 1 upon root 2 into root of S plus 3 by 2. Right? Now root 2 can be taken out. So 1 by root 2 into what? L inverse of 1 upon, I can write S plus 3 by 2 raised to 1 by 2. Now you can apply the property. Apply the property, find out the answer. I'm sorry.
सर रेस्ट टू पॉवर किती आहे?
1 by 2 येणार ना तिथे. So the e raised to minus 3 by 2 t होणार. Right? आणि 1 upon t s raised to 1 by 2. 1 upon s raised to 1 by 2 चं find out करा. Do it quickly.
Option A.
How many of you are getting option A?
Option A.
A sir.
So option A ते बऱ्याच जणांचा.
Yes sir.
Okay, fine. So option A. All right. So आलं लक्षात कशी करायची ते प्रॉब्लेम्स आता? Just little bit of adjustment. No, nothing else is asked. Okay. Now here. So इथे e raised to minus a ना f of s का मल्टिप्लाय केलेलं आहे. Try to understand this. So we know that property. What is it? L inverse of, I'll just write down the property, e raised to minus as into capital F of s is equal to what? Can anyone tell me?
F of
F of
t minus a.
T
t
minus a.
minus a, 0. This is
Zero.
t is greater than a, and this is t is less than a. Now the thing is that, so what is this f of t? L inverse of f of s काय असतो तुमचं? It is equal to f of t. Okay, fine. Okay, now tell me, how do I solve this? So first of all, forget about this e raised to minus pi s. What is given? Try to find out using that. So तुमचं फंक्शन काय असणार आहे ते आधी फाइंड आउट करा. So L inverse of 1 upon s plus n. That is going to be equal to what? E raised to minus at, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Hello. Okay. So e raised to minus at. Now we are multiplying it by e raised to minus as divided by like into f of s आहे तुमचा हा जो काही आहे 1 upon s plus a. Now apply this property. This is going to be t च्या जागी t minus a टाकायचं आहे तुम्हाला, t minus pi टाकायचं आहे. करेक्ट? सो हा a आणि हा a वेगळा आहे, समजून घ्या. ठीक आहे? इथे मी b म्हणतो लागलं तर. ट्राय टू अंडरस्टँड. इफ आय टेक दिस एज b, इथे तुमचं b येणार, इथे पण b येणार. म्हणजे आता कन्फ्युजन दूर होईल. सो इथे e रेस टू मायनस पाय एस काय असेल तुमचा, मग इथे त्याच्या जागी तो टाकून द्यायचा. सो एफ ऑफ t minus pi, t is greater than pi, and it is 0 when t is less than pi. So put this value here. t च्या जागी t minus pi put करा. काय मिळणार तुम्हाला? e raised to minus a into t minus pi. Okay? And मग बाकीच्या गोष्टी. So which answer is correct? And try to understand. This t is greater than, yes, t greater than pi, t less than pi. So compare करून answer find out करायचं. These questions are going to be little bit difficult for you. So असे क्वेश्चन्स डिफिकल्ट साईडला जातात. कारण इथे 3 प्रॉपर्टीज यूज केल्या. एक तर तुमचं स्टँडर्ड फाइंड आउट केलंय, दुसरं तुमचं शिफ्टिंग यूज केलंय, आणि लिटल बिट ऑफ कॅल्क्युलेशन्स आर गोइंग टू बी देयर. So this type of questions are going to be for 3 marks, not for 2 marks, not for 1 marks.
Hello. Hello.
Okay. ठीक है. So these are exactly same type of questions, so I'm not going to take them. All right. Now how do you solve this one? Tell me, how do I solve this one? बोला पटापट कसं करता येईल?
लॉग ए स्क्वेअर प्लस ए स्क्वेअर मायनस लॉग ए स्क्वेअर करायचं.
मागच्या प्रॉपर्टीज अप्लाय करा ना. डिफरन्शिएशन आहे तिथे फक्त. करेक्ट? हॅलो.
येस सर.
You are not audible to me. Okay. You are not audible. माझा आवाज येतोय का तुम्हाला क्लिअर?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So how do you solve this one? Can anyone tell me? So firstly, L inverse of what? Log of a square plus a square minus log of what? A square plus b square जर केलं सपोज. आता काय करता येऊ शकतं? Now there is a little bit of adjustment actually. So what type of adjustment? See, now सो इथे डिवायडेड बाय टी आहे म्हणजे सम हाऊ इंटिग्रेशनचा काहीतरी यूज केलेला आहे करेक्ट. आणि इथे लॉग आलंय सो डेरिव्हेटिव्ह पण आहे. डेरिव्हेटिव्ह आणि इंटिग्रेशन दोन्ही टाईपचं मिक्स केलेलं आहे तिथे. मग आता ते अप्लाय कसं करायचंय? हाऊ आय कॅन अप्लाय इट? So let's consider this is equal to some L inverse of capital F of S. Okay. Now if I take the derivative,
सर स्क्रीन लॅग होते तुमचे.
that's what I said. There is a network issue, little bit of network issue. Now if I take the derivative, what I'm going to get? L inverse of derivative of log of S square plus A square minus log of S square plus B square. Okay. It is going to be equal to L inverse of derivative with respect to S of F of S. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point?
सर जे तुम्ही लिहिताय ते विजिबलच नाही.
बाकीच्यांना दिसते का रे बाळांनो?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
सोळा तुला नेटवर्क इश्यू असणार आहे. ठीक आहे. ओके. सो
ओके सर लिहिलं.
हा मी व्हिडिओ शेअर करणारच आहे त्याच्यामुळं थोडं आता कन्सिडर कर. ठीक आहे. सो यू नो दॅट दिस इज इक्वल टू मायनस टी एफ टी असतं राईट. आता बघा आता इथे जर तुम्ही याचा डेरिव्हेटिव्ह अप्लाय केला राईट साईडचं तर मायनस टी एफ टी झालं. लेफ्ट साईडचं काय होणार आहे? एल इनव्हर्स ऑफ काय होणार आहे याचा डेरिव्हेटिव्ह लॉग ऑफ एस स्क्वेअर प्लस ए स्क्वेअरचा. सो 1 अपॉन एस स्क्वेअर प्लस ए स्क्वेअर into derivative of a square plus a square is twice s minus again 1 upon s square plus b square into derivative of this is twice s is equal to काय आलाय तुमचा मायनस टी एफ टी आलाय. फाईन. आता हा जो 2s आहे what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 2 common. So 2 common घेतला ब्रॅकेट मध्ये आला 2 L inverse of s upon s square plus a square minus s upon s square plus b square is equal to what? Minus TFT. Are you getting my point? Answer me.
Yes, sir.
Now this is a standard formula. What is the standard formula for s upon s square plus a square? Answer me. It is
Cos A
cos A minus this is what? Cos
B.
Cos B.
BT. Okay. Is equal to minus TFT. आपल्याला FT हवा आहे. We want f of t. So what is f of t going to be equal to? f of t is going to be equal to minus ने multiply करा आधी. So हा 2 times होणार काय होणार? Cos of BT minus cos of AT divided by what? Divided by t. So which answer is correct?
A.
Understood. Is this clear to each one of you? Is this clear to each
Yes.
one of you? Okay, so answer is A. Now it is exactly same type of questions. You can do it by same method. Just put b is equal to 0. So if you put b is equal to 0, we are getting 1 minus cos 80 by 2. So this answer clear. So हे जर मला माहित असेल तर हे करणं सोपं आहे. कारण हीच मेथड आहे फक्त b ची व्हॅल्यू 0 पुट केलेली बाकी काहीच नाही. क्लिअर?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. You may note it down. Note down this problem. I'll just wait for 2 minutes. Note it down. Note it down. It's a very important problem. You should know how to solve this type of problems. Okay, I hope it is done. Now see, this type of questions will be for 3 marks. असे जर असते या 2-3 प्रॉपर्टीज कंबाईन आहेत तर अशा 3 मार्क्स असते. प्लीज तुमचा माईक बंद करा, ज्याचा असेल ना सुरू माईक बंद करा. ज्ञानेश्वर माईक बंद करा. ओके, ठीक आहे. ऑल राईट. आता एक्झॅक्टली इथे कॉट इनवर्स ऑफ एस मध्ये पण सेम, इथे पण डेरिव्हेटिव्हची प्रॉपर्टी आहे. सो हाऊ डू आय अप्लाय दॅट प्रॉपर्टी? येस, सी व्हॉट यू डू, let L inverse of f of s is equal to f of t घ्यायचं, right? So we know that L inverse of derivative of f of s is going to be equal to what? Answer me quickly. It is minus t f of t. Now what is the derivative? F of s च्या जागी cot inverse s put करा. So L inverse derivative of cot inverse of s. So तो किती येणार आहे? Minus t f of t. Okay, and then go on simplifying. So if you go on simplifying, cot inverse s काय येतो तुमचा? It is 1 upon minus 1 upon s square plus 1. Correct? Derivative of cot inverse is minus 1 upon x square plus 1. So minus minus plus zero. Don't worry. Just equal to t f of t. Now what is the derivative of this one? What is the Laplace of this one? काय असतो याचा Laplace पटकन? Sin t. Right? Sin t. हा झाला तुमचा t f of t. So f of t is going to be equal to sin t upon t. Understood? So these questions are of exactly same type. So I'm just going to skip it. Okay. So take the screenshot quickly. All right. Okay. So this 1 by s property is there. So they have used the 1 by s property. Now exactly same. Now what 1 by s property says? Answer me. 1 by s जर असेल तर काय होतं?
Integration.
Yes, just integration. Right? So if there is a f of s upon s, it is 0 to t f of t dt. So here it is like this one. So they have given it is sin 2t. Say, try to understand. They have given it is sin 2t. It is divided by 1 by s. So we know that integration. I'll explain the property firstly. So what it says, like L inverse of f of s is equal to f of t. Okay. Then L inverse of f of s upon s is just equal to integration 0 to t of f of t dt. So this one is exactly same type of question. So it is divided by 1 by s. So they expect you to solve this integration. So it is going to be equal to 0 to t of sin 2t by 2t dt. Now what is the integration of sin 2t? Sin 2t is nothing but minus cos of 2t upon 2. But the limits are going to be there 0 to t. So this is going to be equal to minus cos of 2t by 2 minus cos of 0. Cos 0 is 1. So minus of 1 by 2. So we can write this as 1 minus cos 2t upon 2. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Understood. Yes. So which answer is correct?
C.
Option C. So exactly same type of questions are there, like 23, 24. Clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now next, like this, using convolution theorem. See, if they ask you, they have given the hint already. Convolution theorem use karna hai. So convolution is the product. So here you just have to separate the terms. How you are going to separate? S upon s square plus a square into, okay, s upon s square plus a square. And you know that this is the Laplace transform of what? S upon a square plus a square कैसा Laplace transform है? Cos 80 सा. So cos 80 convolution with cos 80. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Cos 80 into cos 80. This is the convolution. And how the convolution is defined? 0 to t of cos of AT, right? AU doesn't matter. टीच्या जागी U घेतलेला आहे त्यांनी. So cos of A times T minus U. Correct? Are you getting my point? Du. Done. So which answer is correct? पटापट बोला. E. ठीक आहे.
E.
याच्यासाठी साइन येणार दोन्ही. म्हणजे 1/a² + a², 1/a² + a². पण इथे 1/a ऍडजस्ट करावा लागणार कारण साइन साठी इथे a² लागेल. सो म्हणून आन्सर येतं बी. ओके ओके.
Yes.
Here again convolution. Okay. So how do you write this convolution? It is nothing but L inverse of what? 1/s⁴ separate करा, 1/s5 separate करा. So that is going to be equal to 1/s⁴ चं किती येतं? That is going to be equal to t cube divided by what? Gamma of 4. Gamma of 4 is 3 factorial. Convolution with 1/s+5 काय असतो? e⁻⁵t. Okay. या दोघांचं कॉन्व्होल्युशन आहे. हाऊ द कॉन्व्होल्युशन विल बी डिफाईन? इट इज 0 to t. इथे u घेतला तरी चालेल. t च्या जागी u पुट करायचा. u³/6 into e⁻⁵t minus u du. Is that clear? Tell me this is clear or not. खूप सोपं आहे. फक्त कॉन्व्होल्युशनची डेफिनेशन मी यूज करतोय. कॉन्व्होल्युशन म्हटलं तर
Yes, sir.
कॉन्व्होल्युशनच यूज करायचं. कधी कधी कॉन्व्होल्युशन ते देणार नाही. ओके. सो त्यावेळेस मग मात्र वेगळे यूज करावं. ऑलराईट. ओके. सो दिस क्वेश्चन यू कॅन डू. टेक द स्क्रीनशॉट क्विकली.
तर किती मार्क्सला असतील हे?
ते 2 मार्क्सचे असणार आहेत. कॉन्व्होल्युशन किंवा 3 मार्क्सला पण कॉन्व्होल्युशन एखाद्या वेळेस येऊ शकतं. जर कॅल्क्युलेशन थोडे लेंदी असतील तर. कारण 3 स्टेप आहेत. सो मोस्टली 3 मार्क्स किंवा 2 मार्क्स. एका मार्क्सला तर डेफिनेटली नसेल. पण हे करा. कॉन्व्होल्युशनची डेफिनेशन करा. त्याच्यावरती हमखास क्वेश्चन्स असणार आहेत. आणि टॉपिक वाईज वेटेज आहे. प्रत्येक टॉपिकला वेटेज असणार आहेत. कॉन्व्होल्युशन सगळ्यात सोपा टॉपिक आहे. जस्ट फक्त तुम्हाला डेफिनेशन व्यवस्थित बघायची. ओके. Fine. This you can do, this you can do. I'll just skip them. Convolution again. All right. Now again. Now this is not a convolution problem. So I'll explain this quickly. So how do you solve this? 33
Partial fraction.
partial fraction. Right. So write down 3s plus 7 divided by what? S minus 3 into s plus 1. So that is going to be equal to a upon s minus 3 plus b upon s plus 1. Now do the multiplication. So if you do the multiplication, a into s plus 1 plus b into s minus 3 equals to 3s plus 7. Now if you put s is equal to 3, what you get? This 0. So 4a equals to काय मिळतंय तुम्हाला बघा बरं. So 3 put केलाय. 9 plus 7 that is 16. So a is equal to 4. Okay. आणि -1 जर पुट केला. So -1. So b is equal to -1, right? So इथे पुट करा. 4 upon s minus 3 -1 upon s plus 1. If you apply the inverse on it, what we are going to get? 4 into e⁻³ minus 1 into e⁻⁻t. So which answer is correct? Option A. Clear? कसं केलं ते कळालं का?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now this question can be done by both the methods, like by partial fraction as well as by convolution. पण कॉन्व्होल्युशनचं इंटिग्रेशन मध्ये येतं. त्याच्यामुळे कॉन्व्होल्युशन अप्लाय नका करत बसू इथे. इथे डायरेक्टली पार्शियल फ्रॅक्शननेच करा.
सर ए आणि बी च्या व्हॅल्यू काढल्यानंतर कसं केलं?
काहीच नाही. इथे पुट केलं, याला एल इनवर्स अप्लाय केला, याला एल इनवर्स अप्लाय केला. हा इथे एल इनवर्स आला, 4 बाहेर घेतला. इथे एल इनवर्स आला, -1 बाहेर घेतला. कळालं?
येस सर.
Okay, fine. All right. So this is about the partial fraction. So partial fraction चे आपण questions बघून घ्या. Very easy questions are going to be there. Okay, right. Now see, in this question, you might think there is a second degree term. So don't go for the second degree term. What you do, put this as x and put this as x. तात्पुरतं x घ्या आणि मग partial fraction apply करा. You'll get the same answer. What I'm saying is clear. So you can write this as 3 upon x plus 4 into x plus 1. That is going to be equal to what? A upon x plus 4 plus b upon x plus 1. आणि मग केलं तरी चालेल. तुम्हाला सेमच आन्सर मिळतं. ट्राय करू. Okay? Fine. So I'm going to end this meeting. Please join for the last topic.